for those of you who had trouble remembering who we are for regular shows, you're going to be real unhappy about it now, because there's two of me now.
You're vibrating so fast that you're appearing in two places.
Oh my god, he's my fucking speed mirage. This is the best.
Yeah.
My Facebook gimmick has come full circle.
So
yeah, we are actually waiting for a non-white person to join the show. He'll probably be joining us soon to break up the mayonnaise atmosphere. But
God hope.
For those who still don't know who I am, I'm Connor McGraw. Who else is here?
Arlen Harrow.
Hunter Davenport. I'm very angry at Sony today, as usual.
That's to be expected.
I'm Connor Irving, and please go on, Hunter. I want to know why you're angry at Sony today.
So I found out today that in order to make the Emoji Movie, they canceled a Popeye movie, which...
Oh, yeah, I saw stills for that go out. I didn't know that's why they had to cancel it.
At face value, that doesn't seem like that big a deal. Then you find out who's making it, and it's Jenny Tartakovsky.
Yeah.
So
some gorgeous art.
Yeah.
I mean, let's all be honest with ourselves. Does Sony ever come across like they know what they're doing?
No.
They made Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. They made the same mistake twice.
What's funny is that I was listening to someone talk about Amazing Spider-Man recently, and I didn't realize it was only like 3 years after Spider-Man 3 or something like that, or it was a really short window, before they're just like, fuck it, let's just do it again.
We got to hold on to that license. God forbid we give it back to Marvel.
Uncle Ben gets shot again. He gets bit again. You guys just saw this, didn't you? No? Yes? Whatever. Doesn't matter. Here it is.
Doesn't matter. Now everybody knows. Everybody knows, just in case. We filled up 45 minutes of screen time. Thank you.
The second one that's really appealing.
God damn, the second one sucks.
Indeed it does. So we're not talking about Spider-Man or Sony this week, as much as I would like to drag Sony over the coals like we usually do. We're talking about the tail end of Jessica Jones Season 2.
All right, adding him now. Adding the...
Okie dokie. Here comes our other guest. Wow, it's an unexpectedly packed house.
Here comes
Fantastic.
the person who's going to break through our layer of mayonnaise.
Yes.
Oh, no, it didn't
Hopefully.
work. What?
God damn it.
Oh, man. Be Skype. Keep being Skype.
Skype is really doing its best.
We should probably we should really look into Discord eventually.
Or I've suggested Hangouts for a while, but
yeah.
Also Hangouts.
We were recording a Movie Dumpster episode, and because someone called me while I had a YouTube video playing, no one had any audio on my end of the call.
What?
Yeah, I don't understand how that happened.
That can happen?
Yep. Skype was like, all right, well, one or the other.
And you can't switch, like, after?
I had to reboot the program, basically.
Oh, awesome. That's some good craftsmanship right there.
Good job, guys. Proud of you.
That's what you get when you use free software.
God damn.
I'll just keep rolling the conversation. So, I know we're talking about the last 5 episodes, but I want to do my general thoughts in this season. I think I'm experiencing my first ever fit of content fatigue. Because I don't think this is bad. This season was not bad at all, but I could not get out of first gear in terms of investment and excitement.
Okay. No, I respect that. It does kind of like peter out in the middle of the season, I noticed. I got completely sick of Trish. Just 100%. I don't like her anymore.
Fuck! God, she annoyed me.
Yeah, no, like the whole season she's just acting like a complete asshole to every one of her friends.
I'm just jump to the last episode real quick. Like, what the fuck did she think was gonna happen when she popped someone's mother in the head?
Like, that's... Oh, man. That was an insane moment, but god damn it, she was so dumb.
She was like, I did a good thing, right? Homer, do good. Actually, you doomed us all.
Aw. Yeah, no, that was an atrocious... Yeah, no, I'm just sick of her character, and I know for a fact she's going to get even better treatment in the next season, where she's going to be a superhero and be happy about it, and God, I hope she gets stabbed or something.
Well, considering how she's being set up for a superhero role, so...
Yeah, no, especially that last little teaser where she picks up her phone on her foot. Fuck you, Trish. I'm just sorry, I'm so mad at her all the time.
No, she's probably poised for a big position next season.
Yeah.
She's Hellcat.
Yeah, exactly. I think, and I can see the argument where people have where there's just it's frustrating to watch the same group of damaged people make the same silly mistakes over and over again.
Yeah, it gets a little tiring. Although I did like Malcolm's arc. I found he was very interesting in this season. He
Well,
kind
from
of goes...
from season to season, it's probably one of the most satisfying ones.
Yeah, absolutely. Plus, I just love him as a character. He's a lot of fun.
I like him too. And I was hoping he wouldn't get killed off.
Thank God he didn't.
Yeah. Malcolm's grown a lot in this season, I thought. Yeah, I kind of got bored of Trish as well, and I think I said it in the last review that I was glad Trish didn't have the foggy problem. Oh.
And what's the foggy problem?
So foggy is bad. And
really? I love Foggy.
I love Foggy.
He's my heart and soul.
But in the first season, he's the most annoying thing ever in my mind. He's less annoying in the second season, but even by the end, he becomes annoying.
Matt, don't do anything reckless.
Yeah, and it becomes like, okay, how many times can you tell Matt that I don't like what you're doing before you realize he's Matt? He's gonna do what he wants to do.
He's not gonna listen to you.
Yeah.
So hang on, wait. Does our new guest? Can you hear us? Can we hear him?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Awesome.
Introduce yourself.
Hooray.
I'm Lou Gonzalez. I'm a comic book fan. I watch all the shows, CW, Netflix. I even watched Lucifer.
Oh my.
How'd you do that?
I actually like Lucifer. I did give up on Super.
And that's a deep cut.
Yeah,
American God.
If you've been keeping up with the show and our thoughts on Supergirl, we're not that far off. Supergirl has been less than stellar.
We're about to push Supergirl out the same window we pushed Gotham out.
Oh, I tried for one season and
I saw Gotham for one episode and I thought, this is garbage. I don't need garbage in my life anymore.
I watched a few with my roommates, and when we got to the episode in the first season where the Titan formula was being used to beef up junkies, and that dude said, "This is the bane of this city," and I'm like, okay, references are not writing, and y'all need to get this. You can't just be like,
the fact that that's a line and like a whole scene was set up just to say that specifically, I want to throw up somewhere.
It's stuff like, hey, Nigma, you really like riddles. You're like some kind of ... riddle guy.
Yeah, that was the first episode. I remember that line.
Someone patted themselves on the back after that. Somebody said to themselves, "You did a good job. You did a good job today."
And whoever wrote that episode writes for Marvel Comics today.
Oh,
yeah.
I agree.
Ouch. Well, I mean, we'll stay away from that conversation for a different day. Lou, what do you think of Jessica Jones season 2?
I liked it better than the first season. I thought the first season, like many of the Netflix shows, went on for way too long.
Yep.
The pacing in the second season was much better. The bad guy was not as good, but
Fair.
but I still liked the story overall. My wife liked it way more this season than last season.
And with the bad guy thing, like when you're not as good as Tennant, and then Tennant shows back up to upstage you, you're not going to go very.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah, and also like, it's hard. Also, like, you're following up one of the better actors who's been on these shows, so it's a really hard act to follow.
I also think in season 1, the best part of it was Luke Cage and not Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
so
I
that
agree.
was like the big downfall of season 1.
Yeah,
so at least this season, Jessica was the best part.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. He's the reason that the first few episodes work. Yeah, totally. So
we want to start with episode 5 and kind of just roll through it.
Yeah, or episode.
It's not episode 5.
Yeah, episode 9.
Episode 8, 9. Okay.
I'm fired.
Yeah,
episode
9. So yeah, lots happens in this episode. Trish going full drug addict is the first thing I have in my notes.
Yeah, because that really endeared her character to me a lot.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need more Trish being a pretentious asshole.
I think the lesson of this season is everybody's a dick. Everybody is terrible.
Everybody's.
And
a
I
dick.
actually like that.
Everybody's a dick,
Same.
and their moms suck.
Yep, parents are the worst. That's the lesson. Except for that one cop, he's cool. He remains cool throughout the entire show.
True, cool cop is cool.
Yeah, he's the only likable character, which feels antithetical to what we want in our reality, or to what our reality is currently. I mean, so yeah, that's a thing, I guess. I don't know. These last 5 episodes, if any of them go slow, it is these 5. But as Lou brought up, it's not as bad as it's been in the past. It's not to the point where it's like, can we just skip this episode? Can this episode just go away and never exist because we don't need anything in here? There are episodes going back to season 1 of Daredevil that's like, you could just cut out everything but the last 10 minutes of this, and none of it's important.
Yeah.
And that's been a problem through all of these shows.
Honestly, a lot of my, like I said before, my content fatigue, a lot of it's coming from Defenders. Because Defenders, why I liked it, you walk away and go, some of that just didn't fucking work.
Yeah. No, some of it didn't work. That's totally true. And it should have been like 4 episodes, maybe. Less than that, maybe.
Yeah, I didn't need Danny Rand being a thundering dumbass and getting his shit pushed in by Matt for 15 minutes.
That's all he is, though. At least in the Marvel comics, they've or not the Marvel comics, the Marvel Cinematic, Netflix, whatever. They've set him up as just this bumbling idiot.
Yeah,
with a lot of money.
That's Iron Fist fatigue, which is just it's like a giant hangover.
I got like 2 episodes in.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, like I said, I've said it 100 times. 1 ninja's fine. 100 ninjas are lame. Right. Especially when they're being beaten by what's essentially a bunch of normies.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's why,
normies.
Like, the main members of the Hand should have been cooler. I mean, we're not going to turn this into a Defenders review, but, like, Bakuto should have been cooler. The black one, which is really bad to say, but that's all I remember about him. He should have been cooler. Nobu 2 should have been cooler. Those characters should have been the focus as sort of the evil versions of our main characters in that show. And they weren't. They weren't that interesting. Elektra wasn't that interesting when she should have been. Which is a problem. And Sigourney Weaver was pointless, to say the least.
And then Madame Gao was like, I'm a Jedi now.
Right. Well,
yeah.
She's been a Jedi since Daredevil season 1. But
true. I just want to take a minute and talk about how poorly they wrote Sigourney Weaver's character. Because first off, you hire Sigourney Weaver, just a grade A actress, and you give her a garbage role.
Yep.
Where she has no agency over the world she apparently controls, and everyone is just telling her what to do.
She's the worst boss ever.
Not even the best part.
Everyone's like,
get fucked. Gets stabbed.
Yep.
Just gets stabbed, and she's out. Gone. Goodbye, Sigourney. Goodbye. What the fuck is the point of that? Why would you hype her up over the course of 5 episodes and then kill her like that?
Yeah. So all those issues are basically built into me coming into Jessica Jones season 2, and unfortunately, I'm probably going to carry this baggage into Luke Cage season 2.
I feel like it's a bad choice, but that's
shit. Are they making a
no?
Season 2 of that?
I'm not. Yes.
Fuck. Right?
Yeah, it comes out soon, I think, doesn't it?
Dude, they don't need that. Just put Iron Fist and Luke Cage in a one combined series, and that's fine. I don't need any more.
I think he is in season 2.
Yes, he is.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. No, I don't want any more Iron Fist.
Yeah.
I actually really like Iron Fist as a character in the comics.
Yeah.
Shit, I've been playing Ultimate Alliance and using him in the my fucking team loadouts, and he's really fun to play as. So is Penance. I'm sorry.
Well,
Penance was awesome.
That's just all.
Before I quit Marvel Comics.
That's just all hope that they do what I've said many times and just kill Danny Rand in the first episode.
That would be nice.
And make it a Colleen Wing show, as I've said many times.
He steps out in traffic and just gets hit by a bus.
I just want them to do. I don't remember what it was called, but they did the other hidden cities with the other immortal weapons. That was one of the best runs of Iron Fist.
Oh,
and
yeah. No,
they
exactly.
sort of hinted at it in season 1.
Yeah.
If you paid attention, which was hard to do.
I mean,
were
you able to?
Through the glazed over look at my face, I was attempting to pay attention.
Yeah. Okay.
But hey, funny story to our guest. I never actually finished Iron Fist. I thought it stopped at episode 12. Never seen episode 13 before.
Same thing happened to me with Luke Cage. I never finished it. I got to the last episode and I just couldn't be bothered to finish that one.
Well, nothing happens in that one, so you're fine.
Except Diamondback shows up in a funny ass Power Ranger villain suit.
That's in the previous episode.
I saw that one. Yeah, I definitely saw that fight.
He looks like someone's trying to cosplay Goldar, but it's also
He looks like a bad Smallville villain.
I was like,
Yeah.
he looks like a Bane with a dime store budget.
Yeah, the star of Atlantic Rim.
Oh, good.
Oh, man.
That's a solid. I'm gonna clap.
Oh fuck. I forgot about Silent Studios for a minute there. So Jessica Jones season 2.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
we're really sitting on this topic hard.
Well, it goes to the thing that we say in our regular show, which is when it's good, it's harder to talk about, I guess. So this was
True.
it's pretty solid overall. It's pretty solidly written.
Yeah. I do
mean,
want to talk about. I think it's 3 Lives and Counting, the episode done by David Lynch's daughter. Was
I wasn't sure of
Kilgrave.
that.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's 100. I went and looked it up as soon as I saw her name on the
that
credits.
was
Jennifer
where I
Lynch.
Yeah, and that was where I kind of came alive for me today. Was when fucking David Tennant shows back up.
Yeah, that was just excellent episode. Direction, writing, action, awesome.
Yeah, and starts force ghosting all over the place and making people talk for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really interesting because I did like Arkham Knight quite a bit, and then but no, yeah, like it was an interesting idea. It's an interesting idea, and it's used very well. If you're gonna bring a character back as a hallucination, you have to nail it. Because I think we've all seen situations where they don't nail it. We've all seen that. And I think this really killed it, kind of. This is the best episode of the season, and I wouldn't be surprised if it gets nominated for like an Emmy or something like that.
Yep.
That's how good it is. That's how much it stands out. Because it's the one that I remember everything that happens in this episode. Before even rewatching it, I remembered just about every single detail, which says a lot for like how well done this episode is.
Yeah.
I feel like this string of episodes was like outside of the Punisher, obviously, because that's built in. Like, this is some of the most violent stuff I've seen come out of these shows.
Yeah, like that whole last scene where Buddy has the pepper spray. That was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming at all.
Or like when Jess's mom tosses herself out that fucking window and takes that cop with her, and that cop is just like. There's more blood than I think the human body can hold.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She put some of her own blood there.
It's fucking everywhere.
Yeah. I don't know if it was just me, but I was not sad to see that cop go.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I had
She
any.
was, she was that annoying, like, oh, you're a super, I hate all supers kind of character, and
Yeah.
for that.
Such a weird feeling to have. Like, oh my god, you can throw a truck? Ew.
I hate you.
I hate
I'm
you.
a cheap allegory for racism.
I always feel like it works best when there's a reason behind it. But like when they're just like, "Ew, you have super strength," I'm just like, "Why do you hate them?" Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's the same reason that real life racism is frustrating. It's like, why the fuck do you feel this way? This is so stupid. What a wasted emotion.
yeah, like it just to me, it's like, but it's like if someone's, I don't know how to explain it, but like when someone's just like, "Ew, you're a superhero, get away from me, superhero," or something like that.
I mean, hey, it could be
we all
worse.
hate blind ignorance. I think that's just a common sense human kind of thing to do. Is
Yeah.
just hate somebody who hates something for no reason.
Well, I guess my problem with it is there's a difference, like, between if they were scared of the powers, I would get it more if they were, like, kind of freaked out by them. But she's not freaked out. She's, like, a dick. for no
Yeah.
reason.
Just
Like, at least put in like 1 or 2 throwaway lines saying like, "Oh, my family was killed in the Chitauri invasion a couple years ago, so now I hate all superheroes." Because then at least it makes
Chitauri,
sense.
Hey, Iron
Oh,
Man,
good point.
you dropped the
You're
building
right.
on my son. Don't you feel bad about it? Yeah.
they can't
Yeah.
connect those. They just have to like they references to the Avengers.
The raft consistently being brought up is a really bizarre choice because I don't think they even called the raft in Civil War.
No,
No,
they
they
don't.
don't. No.
They just call it a really good prison.
I mean, it
It's
further
the best prison ever, in quotes.
It further supports the idea that this is a pocket verse because in a pocket verse it doesn't matter what happens. Like things,
Yep.
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
may not matter. Things may matter suddenly out of nowhere, and the raft suddenly being introduced into this universe is an example of that. Of like, well, who knows? Segovia might have happened. It might not, but the raft definitely happened.
I think it'd be kind of stupid if they don't at least mention Thanos in like.
Oh, hang on. I am already preemptively getting ready to laugh at these shows when they come back well after Infinity War is in the bag and all of them are like, everything's been pretty normal around here. Nothing really out of the ordinary, right?
Yeah,
nothing
the
crazy
giant
happened.
spaceship
Yeah,
didn't show
no,
up over New
yeah.
York.
Wasn't like a giant toaster came up to me and with his purple face and punched a hole through the universe.
Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
that fight looks like it happens right down the street or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already proposed. My solution to that was very simple. Like, dude, just cut real quick. Daredevil hopping along the rooftop, saving people. Luke Cage covering someone from debris.
Yeah.
Jessica Jones drinking and running.
That's always been my answer too.
Yeah, no.
And also, like the trailer showing Peter in New York tells me that that's what they 100% should have done. Just like a couple shots of Jess, Luke, and Matt saving people, but we don't need Danny. We're fine.
Yeah, I was just about to say you suspiciously left Danny out of the whole quotation there.
Well, in a way, like they actually have to keep Danny in and not include Matt.
What was that, Lou?
Oh, well, you would have to keep Danny in it and not include Matt because Matt's quote dead.
Well,
And
Daredevil season 3.
that's something else too. Like the whole
Yeah.
timeline's weird.
Well, no, so the timeline is like a year behind the regular timeline.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Which
it
is
is.
also nebulous.
It's really weird because I might actually share it in the chat, but and I showed it to these guys. There is a timeline that Collider did, and they explained it as Defenders ends a year before modern time, before now.
Okay.
So
So, did Ultron happen yet in the Netflix verse?
it might
I think
have.
it should have. Like if it's not a year right now, so if we're in 2018 and the show is technically taking place in 2017, didn't
Yeah.
Sokovia happen in 2014?
It happened.
Like that's a thing that happened.
It happened in 20. Okay, well, in the beginning of Ultron, they say it's been 6 months, right? And Infinity War takes place. No, wait a second. Does it take place after? No, Iron Man 3 takes
I'm
place
looking it
after.
up. Hold on.
I'm gonna share the timeline thing.
Please do. I genuinely want to see what that one is. Okay, it happened in 2015. That's when the official Avengers stuff happens.
I still say any place you put Doctor Strange isn't going to make a goddamn lick of sense.
Oh, I just shared that into Lou's message chat. Damn it. Well, Lou, you have it on Facebook, so if you get to it first, go ahead and send it because
Send it.
So rather than, I don't know, just maybe, I guess since we're not really doing it, rather than do it episode by episode, like the last string of episodes, like what did everybody like the most?
Oh boy, it's been a long time since I watched the show because they finished it on Saturday.
Yeah, I had to. This was a chore, not because it was a pain to watch, just because there's so much shit happening the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, it happens.
Malcolm's great.
Malcolm's fine. Like we already said, I think his arc from season 1 to season 2 is probably the most satisfying because he's someone who comes from like the absolute dregs to like working for fucking Hogarth.
Yeah. Lou got that into the chat, so if anybody wants to look at that timeline, they can.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna pull that up.
But yeah. Again, like the Jennifer Lynch episode, I really liked that. I really liked David Tennant, and also, just a little side thing, Jennifer Lynch directed 4 episodes of Teen Wolf, in case anybody's wondering.
That's fucking amazing.
In standard
Thank you.
Phantom Zone fashion, Arlen brings the show right back around to Teen Wolf.
Yep.
Everything relates to Teen Wolf. It's
now
a rule.
And
Well,
actually,
Talk about
well-
Doctor Who.
I was gonna say, I'm almost sad we didn't review Legends last week because it's like they listened to us. They just went and dropped a Doctor Who reference by name.
Yep. It
Oh,
was,
shit.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Constantine was like, I'm not Doctor What's His Nuts. Who? That guy, yeah.
Yeah, they did. They did that. That was pretty good. Anyways, no, those are 4 episodes that are actually very similar. They're all very mind-bendy episodes. So, that's a thing. Jennifer Lynch, eclectic career, to say the least. But no, like, I don't know. David Tennant was cool. I started to really dislike the mom, though. I thought her performance has been good, mostly, but
Yeah.
it kind of got stale for me. Like her angry face when Jessica's deciding not to kill Chang. Is that right?
Yeah. No, you're right.
Like that got really, really boring. It's like,
Pretty cringy, honestly.
yeah. It's just,
I don't know. I thought her performance, like, I don't know if you guys ever met anyone that was kind of bipolar, which is what I kind of thought of her as, but I've seen someone have that manic flip, and it was like another person there. So
Oh, yeah.
this was a little
I-
weird, but like she did the acting part of like being that crazy, like, I thought was really well.
Yeah, no, her performance is stellar. Everybody in the show was mostly really good, in my opinion.
I think her performance is so good to the point where she's like, I'm all better now, but still has that wide-eyed, crazy expression. Like, no, you're not. Stop lying to me.
Yeah, I found like the at the end when she kind of admits that she'll never really get better. I felt that was a really good moment between her and Jessica as characters.
But however, Trish is just, oh my god.
Yeah, let's bring it back around and punch Trish for a few more minutes.
Be on this character for a while. How do you take so, like, Trish was one of my favorite parts of the first season because she's really likable and kind of spunky and she's got balls. And this season they're like, what if we did her like they did the Ultimates? And just make her terrible.
I don't know. I liked her being like this, like, crazy addict, so jealous. Like, no matter what she did, she could never be what Jess was, and that just, like, drove her crazy. And, like, that whole addiction thing with all the characters, I thought was done so well this season. But, like,
yeah, every character has a vice, and they play to it the entire show.
Yeah.
And I felt that was really good, especially like even the weirder ones. Like Malcolm he was addicted to sex. That was his thing. Jessica is a rampant alcoholic, as we all know, and a model to us all. Trish has a substance abuse problem. I felt that was smart.
Mom even mentioned that, like, for them, they have to drink so much alcohol to even get a buzz.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so that's why she has to, like, down a handle of vodka, whiskey every day.
That's one of my favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe consistency things, where it's like the people who can't get drunk will repeatedly tell you, we can't get drunk.
We're trying. We're really trying.
Actually, I picked up because I was recently rewatching Age of Ultron. Cap is drinking from that shit that Thor is walking around with because he's the only person in the building who can drink it and not fall on his ass.
Yeah. Oh, man. Poor Stan Lee.
Excelsior. I don't know why Trish was so surprised at the end when she shot fucking Jessica's mom in the head. Like, what did you think? How did you think that person was going to react?
Oh, thanks for killing my mom. That's real nice of you. Thanks.
It's okay. It's all better now. No,
let's go home and have ice cream. No, that's not how murder works, lady.
Let's go home and watch Netflix. Everything's good now.
Yeah, it's bullshit to a certain degree.
It did provide a real, like, when it happened, I was totally taken aback.
Oh, absolutely.
Wasn't ready for it at all.
No, I had to rewind and
so did I,
rewatch it.
because I turned around and her name's Alyssa, right?
Yeah.
Alyssa Jones?
Sure.
Yeah. And there she is, like, fucking lying there in a pool of blood. I'm like, what just happened? Did someone scanners her?
Man, that'd be fucking awesome if they did a Scanners crossover. Like, at the very end, that was their next Defenders arc. Scanners. Oh,
People
man.
make your brain explode, so they're just going to bring in Trank's Doom.
Oh.
We're all a big fan of David Cronenberg, Dr. Doom, for a few minutes anyway.
Yeah, it's pretty
A
great.
few minutes until Cronenberg gets a little too hard.
Yeah, and then the movie becomes fighting on a planet that a man controls, because that's what we needed.
My favorite part of that movie is that I can't remember the guy that played Thing, and Mara never even met.
Yeah.
Oh my god, they don't.
No, they never.
Like, are we talking about the new Fantastic, Fanforstic?
Yeah,
I've never seen. I've completely avoided that one.
The guy that plays Ben Grimm and the woman that plays Invisible Woman never met in real life because they never filmed scenes together.
Oh, because they were like pickups that they probably did all their stuff together. Because man, that's a terrible set to do. That is 100% awful way to do a movie.
They also don't exchange any dialogue. I don't think. Like, they don't have scenes together.
No, they don't. They meet when she like tries to save them, and then they're there at the end, and that's the only time those two characters ever cross paths.
Well, I'm fairly certain both those characters or the whole movie, in fact, is just a rush job. They were just trying to hold on to the license for a little longer.
That and, like, there's a very visible seam in that movie where you can just tell it's been ripped apart, and then everything else that follows is just kind of like, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, Trank had a vision. It wasn't a good one, but it existed, and the studio just was like freaking out because he went nuts in like somebody's house. My favorite part was that he was supposed to do 2 podcasts with Kevin Smith, and he did the first one before the movie came out, and
never got back to you.
No.
Yeah.
Well, his name was Mud for a while. I'm surprised he's getting that what is he doing? He's doing a Capone movie, isn't he?
Yeah, for Universal, because they don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, they had their
You've never
problems
heard us
last
before.
year. So they got to make some money somehow.
So where am I going with this? I just lost my thought.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones.
And it is like 2016 because Defenders is like 6 months after Daredevil season 3, which takes place Christmas 2015.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So
Hold on, wait. Season 3 of Daredevil takes place before Defenders?
Season 2.
Okay, season 2, sorry. Okay.
Season 2 takes place September 25th. It takes place Christmas.
Yeah,
Frank
it takes place
burns
in the
his
fall.
house.
Winter.
Yeah, he burns his house down and stuff. Finds the disc from Micro on Christmas Day, apparently. So, and Elektra dies on Christmas Day. So, and I think they say
Merry Krampus.
Yeah, so what is it, like 6 months they say in Defenders?
Yeah, something like that.
And I think Luke...
Enough, because it's spring in Defenders, and it was
Yeah.
fall, winter in Daredevil.
And Luke went to prison in like a year before, so like everything that happens in Luke Cage takes place before Daredevil season 2. And same thing with Jessica Jones. So it's confusing. Yeah, that happens, and then Defenders happens. Presumably this is immediately after, because they do say it's summer. So as I said in our first review, that her saying heroes die, that's definitely a reference to Matt. So yeah, it's definitely like a year behind. It's by the end of this, it's late fall 2016, which is pretty close to where we are now. Not that close.
Well, in the new season, I feel like they have approached the passage of time much more visibly than they have in the previous seasons or any of their shows. I was
Yeah.
able to tell that, like, okay, this episode takes place a week after the last episode.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a few weeks since this happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a problem.
was-
That's a problem all the shows have had, actually.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you
like,
don't know when
there's-
Luke
was
Cage
there-
takes
isn't there-
place.
Isn't there 3 episodes of Jessica Jones season 1 that all take place in the same building?
They do, yeah. But like, the very first episode is like winter, like dead of winter.
Yeah.
And then there's episode 7 or 8 where she stands up on that bridge. It's clearly summer. So the first season takes
Because
place
when
over
else would you
6
want
months.
to do that?
Yeah. Also, yeah. We're not going to turn this into a Jessica Jones season 1 review, but that was dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, no, Jessica Jones season 2. I guess we're having a real hard time. We're very ADD tonight. Clearly.
Can I bring up one scene
Yeah,
that
sure.
I loved? The final part with Hogarth was
Yeah.
amazing.
Fuck yeah, that was a great
So
scene.
awesome, and I love her version. That character is kind of a throwaway character. He was, because
Yeah.
it's a guy in the comics. He's just like Iron Fist's attorney, kind of CEO,
Yep.
and she has done so much with that character, and I love her.
Yeah.
She's great. I love the end of her storyline so much. I love her framing that girl. I don't know why I
Oh,
love it, but I
That
love
was
it.
such a great payoff
It wasn't
for
even
an
framing.
episode.
She like
She just convinced her. She would
Yeah.
just talk to her.
Yeah, she just talked her into killing somebody because she's a fucking lawyer. Because lawyers can do that. So I'm gonna look at lawyers very differently from now on.
Oh,
She's
and
the
we also-
real Kilgrave. Like,
Goddamn.
Kilgrave had superpowers to help him. She doesn't need that shit. She just talks for a long enough time.
Yeah.
And then
she's
it
just a
happens.
boss. And we
Yeah.
also got Turk. Turk did not get the shit kicked out of him.
Yeah.
No, it
that
seems
was
like
a good
it,
thing,
seems,
actually.
it looks like beating up Turk is now kind of old because it's like, dude, what are we gonna gain from beating your ass again? Like,
Yeah, he's the old meme.
Yeah.
I love that he's on like a bunch of Netflix shows because he's on Stranger Things.
He is. He's pretty great.
is he really?
Yes.
Yeah,
he's
he's
Yeah.
a cop. He's like the one of the 2 other cops.
Yeah. He's the black.
No
cop.
shit,
Black
I didn't
cop.
know that.
Yeah, the black cop.
Yeah. That's his official name on the show now. For in case anybody's wondering.
I still haven't finished Stranger Things season 2, so maybe when I get around to
dude.
that, I'll look.
You're fine.
Jump
You're
in on that. I really like season 2. It kind of falls off near the end of the
It
series,
does.
but
It really
the
does.
beginning
I-
6 episodes, just solid in my
I
opinion.
was
solid
super
direction.
into it. I was super into it, and then episode 7 happened. I was like, "Fuck this show."
You mean New
Yeah.
Mutants, as I called it?
Yeah, no, that really pulls you out.
It's just
What was-
world building for the last 2 seasons. That's all.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what they needed for, is to finish the story, and I get it. But I feel like they could have approached that not over one episode, but sprinkled in
Yeah.
over the course of 5 episodes, maybe, and
Instead
made that
of
like
the-
flashback.
Yeah, instead of the backdoor pilot for their X-Men knockoff, which was a bad
Well,
idea.
I mean, New Mutants just got pushed back. Maybe they were trying to find a way to put the cast in.
Yeah,
Who
we're
knows?
gonna
Well,
talk
no,
about that a lot
the
very
one kid
soon.
is in it. Isn't the older brother in New Mutants?
I think
He
he
is.
is.
Holy shit! Oh my
Yeah.
god, it's all connected.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is all the same. Somebody have the X-Files theme? Can they put it in for right here?
Maybe.
Thank
I'll
you.
see.
That's asking a lot from Arlen.
Hey.
Look,
I-
when Joe does it, it's a complete and utter surprise every time. So
And also, Joe doesn't have school and work and other things.
no. Also, editing is what Joe does, so he has a lot more time and
Right.
experience.
Yeah. Okay.
So, where do you think season 3 goes? Because I don't know.
I have no idea where season 3 goes.
Good question.
like when we did our part 1 of this review, I was saying I really want crossovers, and I'm like, I don't know how this show crosses over with the other shows based off of what happened here, because I feel like this show, more than any other, the idea of it is superheroes suck, or being a superhero sucks, and it's not something that you should want to do, and it's not cool. Hanging out with other superheroes is not cool. It's really kind of terrible, and the idea of it shouldn't be romantic or fun in any way. And it doesn't really vibe with the other shows. Like Luke Cage, he has fun with the fact that he is a vigilante, and he kind of enjoys it. Matt is very conflicted about it, but there's still an amount of joy while he's in that suit. And Jessica is just so like, I don't want to do this. I don't like this. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have my powers? Which is the only problem I do have with the show at this point. And I don't know how you follow that up or bring these characters back in a way that's interesting. I don't see the reason to do another season of Jessica Jones.
I was
actually.
about to say, like, how
You
much
know-
longevity do these shows actually have?
Well,
that brings you to the
show
question.
specifically, though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I do have to say, like, I think I see this show completely different than you.
Interesting.
I see it as a show of, like, it doesn't matter if you have powers. Having powers doesn't make you happy.
Right.
Like, you're still just a person. So, like,
Yeah.
even though she can punch people through walls, like, she's still...
She's still an emotionally fragile human
Yeah.
being.
I think her power set probably kind of like, it's not as thrilling as, say, like Luke Cage, who can like stop a fucking truck with his body.
Well,
Yeah.
her,
So I think
her
there's
power
more-
set is, like, crazy powerful. She just doesn't do anything with it.
Yeah,
That's, like,
exactly.
the whole thing. Because she can destroy him. That's, like, the whole goof on their relationship. Is like,
She
way
just wants to be a
different.
human who solves like minor mysteries so she can get paid and get to the next bottle of liquor. That's
Yeah.
her motive.
Yeah, her thing is not I want to be a hero. She does not like doing this, which is a big problem with her being in Defenders, I guess. It's like she does not like doing the hero thing. It's not her
She quits.
preference.
Yeah,
The
and that's
comics
actually the
she
whole
bitch.
spark for the Trish debacle. Is Trish knows she can do something great with those powers, but she doesn't
Mhm.
have them, and
Yeah.
she's so pissed
Yeah.
off at Jessica for never touching them or never helping other people, unless there's some sort of monetary gain at the end.
Right. So like I don't know where they go in the
The only
future.
thing I could see for season 3 is, like, exploring her, like, finally getting to her and Luke.
That's what I
Yeah.
would like personally.
But, like, can we have a whole season of them, like, are they, aren't they, are they, she's pregnant? Like,
Yeah.
is that the
But
Yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot. Oh yeah, that's right. That is kind of important.
And like, but here's the thing: you could do that in Luke Cage season 3. You could have her and Danny both be like semi-regular on the show.
Yeah.
And
So do they drop Jessica Jones and give us a Hellcat show?
maybe, and you could
Oh
have,
hell yeah!
you could have
And then we can
Hellcat-
have a whole hour dedicated to hating
Yeah.
on Trish.
God damn it. Well, no, you can do it as a half-hour comedy, maybe, or she becomes a regular on Daredevil, which is another option, which I could definitely see. I could definitely see her getting a job due to Karen Page at the newspaper, and her becoming Matt's sidekick, kind of.
Ooh boy, do I not want that happening? I want to see her shot into space.
I kind of agree. Well, no,
I don't.
Uh-oh.
like
Wait, where's Hunter?
no, he probably fell asleep like he did last week.
Yeah, I did. Fuck you.
No, someone threatened to shoot your waifu into space.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Leave my wife alone.
I know a lot of people who don't fucking like Karen Page.
I like Karen Page.
Don't
I
get
do.
that. I like her.
I like her arc.
Yeah, she's great. I mean,
I don't know how they're ever gonna do what they do with her in the comics. In that
they
show, 'cause
won't.
she's-
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they won't do that at all.
Because
That's
you
too
can't
much.
believe Deborah Ann Woll would ever do that. That's the problem.
No, it is
Yeah.
like doing to Arsenal on the show to what they did to him in the comics, which is we're never gonna see it.
I mean, like hold a dead cat and like protect his baby and beat the crap out of people.
Holy shit! What?
Oh my god, you don't know? Okay.
No, man. Please school me on some
In
weird
the-
fucked up comic book
In the
stuff.
late '90s, like early 2000s, like everything is extreme.
Oh fuck, man.
Fucking Green Arrow's sidekick Arsenal gets hooked on heroin.
Oh,
Yes.
actually, I do remember hearing
That
about
was in the
this.
80s, I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that
his
was the
daughter,
80s.
He has a daughter with the what is it? The cat girl. That's an assassin.
Oh,
What the fuck's her
Uh,
name?
He's part
I'm-
of the League of Assassins or whatever.
I'm
Yeah.
drawing a blank there.
I mean,
Fuck
that makes
Rachel.
sense.
Nightwing got raped like 4 times.
Yeah, he did get raped. Was it-
But
that's
but yeah,
Rachel.
there's a famous panel where Arsenal is like fucked up in an alleyway, holding a dead cat, talking to it, like fresh after he's just beaten the piss out of a bunch of like homeless people or something.
I'm actually just gonna Google Arsenal holding a dead cat and see what comes up.
You won't be disappointed, I promise.
It's right there.
But maybe Hogarth is the villain for season 3.
Oh,
I would like that. She kind of sets herself up because there was no, like, every season of a Netflix Marvel show seems to have like a tease for the next season. Like Jessica Jones season 1 teases that she's going to be learning more about her past. There was no teaser at the end of this season besides Hellcat. Everything else was just kind of left up in the air, and that kind of adds to the theory of will they have a season 3 of this, or is Marvel going to move all their stuff over to the Disney streaming platform?
Yeah.
I think they're moving everything. The only other tease, I guess, is like that she sat down with a family, and that's something that she wants. And again, kind of maybe leaning to them,
Yeah.
like just have her be kind of a sidekick to Luke Cage.
Maybe.
She retires in the comics for like a long time. Like she doesn't do anything. She just is a mom.
Yeah.
Until some Skrulls kidnap her baby, and then she beats the shit out of everybody.
Oh shit! It's 90s. Sorry, I'm now looking at that picture of Arsenal holding a dead cat, and you're right. That's some stuff right there. Sorry, go on with what you were saying.
You look so
I
mad.
totally interrupted you.
Where were we? I'm sorry,
I don't know. I have no idea where we are right now.
Going great.
No, like Jessica Jones season 3, that could be anything. I don't know what that's gonna be. Again, I really do think they might cancel the show at some point. Because I don't know what you do other than next season she's just like tracking down a serial killer, maybe. They could go that
See,
route.
I'd be really into that.
Yeah, I would too. If they lean
What if-
hard into that noir like detective thing,
Mm-hmm.
because to me that's the best parts of the show where Ritter really stands out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she works as a detective really well because she's very smart and she's good at playing. I noticed something that nobody else is noticing.
Also, I love when she shoves in, like when she showed up at Chan or whatever his name's like office with the Chihuahua.
Yeah,
It's a
Yeah.
dog.
yeah, that was really good.
The first 2 episodes have like a really nice little cohesive small plot that
Mhm.
like makes sense, but then it goes crazy from there.
It does. It really does.
Yeah, like you said, like with the Disney streaming service coming out, like, do they just kind of slowly let these shows peter out and bring them back later on?
Maybe.
On Disney streaming
I mean,
service?
they could cancel them and then just start new shows with the same cast.
It depends on the contracts more. Like,
Yeah.
can they just move them over, or can they just be like, hey, Netflix, throw money at them and then just walk away.
I mean,
I mean,
no...
Disney has enough money to buy God and the Sun,
That's
and
true.
still have enough money to buy everything else on the planet.
I'm honestly
Like, they
surprised they just didn't buy Netflix outright, but
I
then they would
mean-
own Hulu and Netflix.
They almost
They
did
don't.
Yeah.
They don't need to. They
They,
don't need
Yeah.
Netflix.
yeah.
A lot of people are trying to stop Netflix from buying everything for a very good reason. Disney from buying everything. My apologies.
Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause
we talked about that in length. About I mentioned it, but I'll bring it up again. There were friends in my timeline who were like, "All right, yeah, merger, X-Men versus Avengers." I'm like, no, calm down.
That's horrible. We're
I'm like,
yeah.
approaching a media monopoly.
We're gonna
with
have
one
Disney
company.
producing alien movies. Is that what you want?
No.
Is that what you
No.
want?
I
Like,
actually
actually
no
makes you
more
feel really
alien
good.
movies. Stop
No.
Alien, guys. Just
Not like-
stop.
They can
Yeah.
do anything worse than what has happened.
It's okay.
I mean,
I
you
mean, there's
say
one more
that.
movie coming up, so don't worry. There will be a
Okay.
final movie in the Prometheus Retribution, whatever trilogy we call it.
I heard the opposite. I heard they're like, "Hey, Ridley, get fucked."
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
'Cause I heard they
the
had
same.
him for one more, but you
No,
know what?
I
I
heard-
will not be mad if they stop here.
I heard after
'Cause-
Prometheus and Covenant performed the way they did, they're like, maybe this isn't working out. It's okay. Bye, thanks.
Yeah, they'll continue doing
Yeah.
Ridley movies,
Good.
just not Ridley's Alien movies,
Yeah.
because
Give
The
it-
Martian
Give it
did so
to,
well.
What's his
Um,
face? The guy who did
The
District
South
9.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say the South.
Yeah.
He tried to do it for a while.
I don't
Neil-
know if that
Neil
will happen.
Blomkamp. Neil Blomkamp is my movie dad. Please contact me. I'm
know.
your son.
I would love if.
But yeah.
I would love if Guillermo del Toro got interested in aliens.
You know,
Oh,
Guillermo del
man.
Toro has such like a tangible and palpable set and style on his movies. It makes me mad every day that we'll never get the Cthulhu movie he was making because it was so close to being made.
You
Yeah,
kind of saw Cthulhu in the first Hellboy.
yeah,
Like
you
I said.
did.
Yeah, you see him
killed
for like
it
a
with some
little
veins.
tease. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mm.
All I think
But I
is,
want the full
was there
Cthulhu.
like an artist and like a comic book that was ever more meant to be together than Hellboy and Guillermo?
Yeah,
Yeah, well, I mean, like Mike Magnolia is pretty much just Guillermo del Toro in a younger, smaller body.
And a bigger douche.
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
yeah.
I don't know anything about that writer. Is he a big douche?
I have no
Everything
idea.
I've heard, and he's the reason why they didn't get that third movie made.
Oh,
Damn.
really?
Yeah, he
Mm.
did not want to. From everything I've heard and read, he's the reason why like Guillermo and Perlman, they are good friends and they were down for it, and he wanted to go with something that was, I guess, a bigger studio budget and more making him
Interesting.
more money because he's quit comics and tried to be like a real artist, and
Yeah.
then failed.
Hmm.
Hey, we saw how well that worked out for Frank Miller in his directorial debut.
That's fascinating.
Oh,
Actually,
I think I've
that's-
told everybody my story about that movie.
Oh, please tell it. I haven't heard it.
I've never heard
Please.
this story.
Please do
Oh.
tell.
It was my first official date with my now current wife.
Oh,
Yeah. So we went to go see The Spirit. We were the
Oh,
only
no.
people,
Jesus.
Oh
Oh,
no.
No.
we were the only people in there, and I'm like, hey, I'm a big comic book fan. This is like a movie by like a guy who wrote some really awesome comics back in the day. He directed it. We're the only people there. Then another couple comes up, and they're like 2 rows behind us. They leave like 15 minutes later, and then after the movie ends, and I'm confused about the movie, my wife, who I'm dating at the time, tells me, "Oh yeah, they came in and just had sex behind us and then left."
what?
I was so confused by the movie, I did not even notice that
That's
happened.
I'm
way
gonna-
more eventful than my House of the Dead story.
So every girl I end up dating, I'm gonna make them watch The Spirit with me, and if they
No.
stay, they pass the test.
Okay.
Oh man. Do you
You're a
want to
bad
keep
man.
a relationship for more than 2 hours and
Hell
45
yeah.
minutes?
I feel like
Yeah.
Hunter's like, hey, we're gonna watch this comic book movie, and then it's over, and this girl's like, do you even read comic books? That was terrible.
Oh, man. I know. I torture my
She's
wife
a-
with everything, and I think she doesn't remember that movie at all, but she powers through with everything else I watch.
Yeah, I'm looking at like the movie list. The producers are pretty good. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Frank Miller as a human being, but he got some good stars. I don't know how that movie bombed so hard. Oh, actually, I do.
It's
It's a
terrible.
terrible movie.
That's one of our movie specials I am just fucking itching to do, because that movie is such a fucking fever dream.
What you should
I-
do is you guys should
I
watch
wish.
Darkman.
And I-
if you're going to do a pulp comic. Darkman, especially the first one with Liam Neeson.
Okay, first of all, like Darkman for me begins and ends when he says, "Take the fucking elephant."
I want the pink elephant.
Take the fucking elephant.
Yeah.
Are we all forgetting the Shadow?
That's gonna happen eventually.
Actually, yes, I am. How dare you?
I mean, it's Alec Baldwin's premier role, in my opinion. You don't get any more Alec Baldwin than in The Shadow.
Isn't Winters in that? I can't. What's that?
I'm actually on the IMDb. Let me check for you.
So Jessica Jones season 2. Anybody have any final thoughts? Because there's just not much left to say in the show.
Yeah.
I liked it. I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10.
It's good.
Yeah, season.
It's a solid B+.
My score comes in asterisks. It's like 7.5 to an 8. But like I said, I am a little bit exhausted. I'll probably be fine in another month or two. But just I don't know. My enthusiasm towards this branch of the Marvel stuff is just not where I wish it was.
I respect.
Would do better if they just cut their episodes down to the 8 episodes.
I agree.
Yeah.
Honestly, that'd have been fucking perfect.
Yeah, 8 to 10 episodes is the perfect amount of these shows.
Wasn't Legion like 10 episodes?
It was 8.
I think it was 6. I thought it was 6.
It was it
was the perfect amount of episodes. Though.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I just finished American Gods. That was 8, and when it ended, I was like, "Where's the next season? I want it now."
Yeah.
It gives you that.
Did you hear all the set upsets with
Yeah, they spent way too much money on that movie or in that show. They just.
Neil Gaiman's kind of being an asshole.
Yeah, we talked about it on
the record.
Neil,
okay.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we talked about it on an After Dark.
He's ruining something great, and that's what I can't accept.
Yep. Yeah.
It's hard if that team went over budget, like they have nothing they can push back against.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I see how it needs so much money. It's a very visual series. It requires a lot of viewing, a lot to see at least.
What channel is that on again?
Stars?
Yeah, Stars.
Yeah.
In Canada, we don't get it, so that's all that matters.
Oh my god!
I pirated it because it's
just
Brian
same
Fuller,
here. I have to.
I didn't.
I just use my in-laws account.
Yeah.
There are 8 episodes of Legion, but yeah, no, I definitely have to illegally download most of the things I want to watch over here because I'm not sitting around waiting for TV.
Yeah, I can understand that. What's it called? I don't pay for the movies we watch for Movie Dumpster because I refuse.
Right.
I will never.
That's
ever
fair.
Pay for
Movie Dumpster is named after a dumpster.
If you had paid for Venom, I would have come to Nevada and bashed your head in because.
Oh my god, that was. I thought
it's shit.
And to say that I thought at that point that was the worst movie we had watched so far, holy shit.
Oh, gross understatement. There's terrible movies out there.
Well, we just did House of the Dead, and it's like I haven't seen it since it came out in theaters. It is so bad, it's not even fun to discuss. It's not even fun to make fun of because it's like making fun of a man with no legs trying to win a race. It's just so incompetent. You're like, I don't feel bad for this, but I shouldn't laugh at it because like, did he try? I don't know what happened.
See, the thing is I don't know why they would bother making a movie after an on-rail shooter video game, but that's just me.
Because it's a prequel.
Oh shit! Good point. I didn't even think of that.
What?
Also,
I did not know that about that movie.
Oh, God, that's like making a prequel to Aliens: Colonial Marines.
No, dude. At the end of the movie,
they did.
I know that's the joke.
At the very end of the movie,
and you fooled me.
These 2 guys named G and Roland show up, who are the characters, quote unquote, from House of the Dead you play as, and they go, "Hey, what's your name?" And he goes, "Curian," and the screen goes to black. I'm like, nobody knows who the fuck that is.
Yeah, no one knows the deep lore of House of the Dead. No one gives a shit.
House of the Dead was the arcade game that you played while you waited for your turn to get a lane in a bowling alley.
Wow. Yeah.
I remember playing House of the Dead while I was waiting for Shrek 3 in theaters. Like that's not something you want to watch or play, for that matter. I should say.
I would just play the old Terminator 2 game because that was better. So.
Oh fuck! Or Revolution X, where you have to save Aerosmith.
Yeah.
I think I had a Terminator game on the Sega Genesis.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That was one of the best, greatest systems ever made.
Jessica Jones season 2. I liked it more than season 1. I was in anticipation, waiting for the incest twin to show up. She didn't, So the show
Can I
is
ask you
definitely
this?
better.
Every time you bring this up in the show, I'm super confused. Who is the incest?
So she's the redhead from season 1 who was hinted at heavily as having sex with her brother.
I do not remember.
Oh,
at
right.
all.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's the neighbor. I
Yeah,
forgot.
who is completely annoying.
Wait, yeah. Didn't the brother die or something?
Yes,
The brother is dead because doesn't Kilgrave kill him?
Yes, Kilgrave
Yeah.
has him slice his
yeah.
own throat
I've
because
blocked that out.
because he kind of likes Jessica and he brought her a gift basket. Kilgrave has him killed.
Yep.
And the entire rest of the season is the redhead berating Jessica for kind of causing his death. And she's an actress who is so not well suited for that role that I almost threw my remote at my TV at a certain point.
I think I had just pushed her out of my memory entirely.
I completely forgot about her.
Yeah, she ruined the entire show for me. It's
I'm
part
gonna
of why I hate the show, the first season at least. Yeah,
It's grosser than the fact that they used a dead fetus to like power up their bad guy.
God, this is the thing. I was struggling because that happens like 10 minutes after she almost gets killed by the one girl who commits suicide. I can't remember.
Oh, right. Yeah, no. Now I'm starting to get all these flashbacks, man.
Yeah, but yeah, he does like grind up like a dead fetus to increase his mind control powers.
Man, there's a
It
lot
makes
of funny
sense.
facts. Season 1 was a lot gorier than I thought because there was the guy that was like shoving his arms
Yeah,
in a garbage disposal or something.
or I think it was a blender, and it was like
Was
just,
it the dad's arms? I think it was
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was his dad
dad's
trying to
arms.
put his dad to put him in the blender.
yeah,
Oh shit! Now, okay, suddenly this is all coming back to me in a big flash.
yeah. The last 4 episodes are weird, very
Season
weird.
1's fucked up.
Yep, very fucked up. Anyways, I like the season better overall. Villain isn't as great, but whatever. Like it's more emotional, I guess.
It's more of a character-driven show right now.
Mhm.
There was, in my opinion, there was no villain in season 2. It was just kind of fly by
Yeah.
the seat of your pants because everybody was fucking up
The
constantly.
villain was like disease, like mental
Yeah.
disease.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
Like, dude,
exactly.
Every scene the mom and Jessica had together was like outstanding. When
Mhm.
she's like telling Jessica, "Oh, like no, you didn't cause the accident. Is that what you thought all these years?
Yep.
Like, and we didn't have a perfect marriage. We were thinking about getting a divorce. And like,
Yeah.
everyone
And
died.
we
'cause I
hadn't
wasn't-
had sex in like 3 months.
Everyone died because I wasn't woman enough to tell your dad to like go
mm,
fuck off and let me drive.
Yeah.
yeah. Some of that stuff is really good. I was gonna say something and I completely lost it. But
I
I'm sorry.
found the incest twin. Her name is Deborah Headwell.
yeah, local New York
and-
actress. So,
She's in a lot of local New York stuff.
yeah. But yeah, she's not good. I haven't seen her in other things. And
She's in a lot of like mom and dad TV shows. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Homeland and The Swerve. All things that, the hip young millennials would never understand.
Right. So yeah, like, jeez. But I remember what I was gonna say. Jessica's mom, she's a villain in kind of in the same way Zemo is a villain, I guess.
Yeah.
It's more psychological. It's less about some grand evil plan, and
Well-
it's more interesting, I think, for that reason.
Well, Zemo is currently my favorite MCU villain, so anything more like that, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
He's in my top 5.
Yeah.
I see Jessica's mom is more like a nuke with like a timer that could go off at any second.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Nuke is the one character I kept expecting to see in season 2 that just never showed up.
Oh my
Because
god!
they
but
killed
that is
him
a loose
right
end.
away.
His head turned around.
Yeah, he died.
Yeah. He died real quick.
But he's like, I think they've killed him like a million times in the comics and brought him back.
I mean, I
Yeah.
think he's dead this time, though. He's pretty.
Well, I
Wait,
really
wait,
wanted
wait,
them to
wait,
make,
wait.
Trish Nuke.
Did he die in season 1?
No, he died in
No.
this season. He had his head
Yeah.
turned all the
So-
way around, and then
Shoot.
I don't
Yeah, it's
remember.
at the
I don't
end of
remember that.
It's at the end of the second or third episode.
yeah, and then
Oh,
he's
God,
thrown
that
into the
was-
ocean by Jessica. Because
Oh shit! Okay,
What
yeah,
can
that-
only be
in the
said is
crate.
one of the most impressive throws you've ever seen on television.
yes,
That is
That was
fucked then.
one of the best starts to an episode ever.
it's pretty amazing. Yeah, it opens with this large shot of the ocean, and it's really pretty, and then you see a dead body like flying.
It's like Cloverfield style. It's really far away, and it just kind of like falls into the ocean.
Yeah. And then it's followed by just going like, oh, this is where my family used to go on vacation when I was a child.
Toss. What a beautiful view.
Time to hide all sorts of murder here.
You want to close? I mean, I don't really have much else to say. Does anybody else have anything to add?
Did anybody not give their final thoughts on the show at all? Because
I think Hunter is dead. So
It's good.
there he is.
Okay, perfect.
all right.
It stinks. I'm sorry, it doesn't stink.
It's awful. I hate it. Fuck the show.
I don't like things, and I want them to all be the same forever.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I passionately rally against the things I supposedly love.
Please never change and bring back King of Queens. Thank you very much.
All Marvel
No,
things are awful, guys. Don't you know that? All of them are
Gotham
so
is a
bad.
great TV show.
Excellent TV show.
Let's cancel something we all want for Emoji Movie 2.
I love that idea. Let's cancel even more stuff and make another season of Friends.
Okay, I have a better idea. Let's just try to band together and cancel Sony, and we never have to worry about it again.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah.
I wish you could see me because I just did the Jurassic Park like glasses takeoff thing because that's the smartest idea we've ever had, or you've ever had, at least in my eyes. Because we need to cancel Sony.
I say we put Edgar Wright in charge of Sony because his movie is the best thing to come out of Sony in like forever. So
No, Baby Driver was one of the best movies last year, and by God, it's probably one of the better movies this year.
Yep.
Oh, is this how Fury Road was my movie of the year for 3 years?
I mean, like, if Donkey can have Super Mario Bros. 2 as his game of the year every year since 1984, I can have Baby Driver as my movie of the year.
I ain't gonna argue.
Mario Brothers 2.
Super Mario Brothers 2, baby! There's my
boy.
thing. Sorry
That's a
about
movie
that, guys.
you should watch for Movie Dumpster.
Holy shit, absolutely. Can I be there if you ever do Super Mario Bros? Because that's one of my favorite bad...
Yeah,
My
we
favorite
gotta.
part, it's an English guy and a Puerto Rican playing two Italian plumbers.
Oh yeah, totally. And
You
Dennis
got
Hopper plays
John Leguizamo playing Luigi, my guy. Come on.
He's giving it his all.
I think I'm gonna continue the video game movie thing for my next pick. I'm probably gonna do Street Fighter. I haven't decided yet. I think it's because House of the Dead was so fucking miserable. I feel like I have to go like so far in the other direction and like get something I genuinely love that's still objectively terrible.
The worst day of your life.
Because we've already watched a really bad Raul Julia movie, so we might as well go watch the best thing he's ever done. That's not Gomez Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since
Ooh,
he was,
good point.
Like 2 days away from dying of brain cancer, he just didn't give a fuck.
Well, he gives less of a fuck in Frankenstein Unbound. That movie came out about 4 years before he had cancer.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
He is in first gear the whole time.
Well, maybe the cancer made him Bison.
What is he, Jigsaw?
Yes. He got so into character. He went so deep. He became Bison.
He didn't actually die. The psycho power consumed him.
And then, what's her name? That's Chun-Li. She's on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh,
right. Shit.
Yeah, she's in that.
She's awesome in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Well, she's awesome in everything she does, in my opinion. I'll watch anything that she does. Especially
now I could go that direction, or I could go the other way and do Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, where Neil McDonough is playing a Scottish M. Bison who's a real estate mogul.
Oh no, you have to do The Legend of Chun-Li. That's the superior bad movie.
Lana Lang from Smallville is Chun-Li.
Yeah.
Remember her? That was good times.
Remember the first 3 seasons of Smallville? Me too.
Yeah.
Hey, Alan's not here
every week because what's his name is on Lucifer now.
Alan isn't here to tell you about every single episode of every single season. Remind you that things that have happened on Smallville have also happened on other shows.
Right.
Well, I mean, when a show spans 10 years, it's going to start covering a lot of ground, you know?
Alan does this thing where if you bring up something that happened in, say, Arrow, he's like, well, when Smallville did it, I'm like, okay, is this like your Simpsons?
The Simpsons did it. I mean, Smallville, fuck.
Smallville did it. Anyway, I'm ready to close.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Insanity. You know where to find me. You can find me Movie Dumpster, recording an episode tomorrow. We're recording Big Bully. I have no idea what it is. I've never seen it before. I have no clue what it is.
Tom Arnold movie?
It's a Big Bully.
Oh my god, yes it is. Thank you for reminding me.
I'm going to look up Big Bully.
I have seen that movie.
All about.
Oh my.
It involves a moon rock.
Fuck.
Oh, it's Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis.
Okay, I'm marginally more excited. And you can find me on Instagram at Reverse Connor. That's where you'll find a whole bunch of pictures of animals, comic book stuff, video games, and my growing beard.
AA Haro on most of the places, spacecolumbo.tumblr.com, Lost Haro podcast every week. Rocky 5 through Creed should be dropping soon, I believe. So go listen to that. Yeah.
Don't follow me anywhere.
Well, it's too bad. I follow you on most social media, so...
Hunter gets progressively more pessimistic with his plugs weeks to weeks. He's like, fuck Twitter, but find me Instagram. This week he's like, I am dead to everything.
We've all been there.
Whatever, I guess. You guys have anything you want to plug?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. I'm in the Phantom Zone group, and if you're ever in DC, hit me up. I work at a brewery, so if you let me know, maybe I'll take you there and you can have some free beer.
Anyone who turns that down is a fool.
I mean,
Yeah, go get some free beer.
Hunter, you're in driving distance. You should make a weekend of that.
All right, fuck it. I'll go get some free beer.
Yeah, not this weekend. I'm going back to Jersey this weekend, but
Hey, I'm Jersey over here.
My fucking stomping grounds. All right.
I'm originally from Staten Island, but I grew up in Jersey.
I am from Jersey, and I'm still enjoying my life out in Vegas. So.
Well,
Better
good.
than
Good.
the
Welcome to the
nation's
West
capital.
Yeah. Connor, you got anything to
my
wow, that
name
was
is-
strange.
Yeah, actually,
to
I
actually
was
say my own name.
Well, Connor, it's okay because now it's fine. It's less weird. Actually, we went this whole podcast not saying a single name, or at least me and Connor never had to differentiate from anyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I do follow me on Twitter. I am System Monitor 1. Follow me on Instagram. I am maybe Connor, because maybe I'm Connor.
Maybe.
And I stream most nights on twitch.tv/Irving and Herman with my fellow friend Connor Herman. So we're both Connors streaming
You've
together.
got to be fucking kidding me.
100%. I have another friend named Connor, Connor Payton, who sometimes jumps in and streams with us.
Okay,
and
I'm
Connor,
sorry.
if you ever are interested, please jump in. I'd love to have a 4-person stream with
There's
all
fucking
Connors.
3 of you. Oh my god.
You should
Yeah,
all start a podcast on Highlander and just talk about.
We
Can't
just
get
talk
over that.
about. Yeah, no, I've surrounded myself oddly enough with people named Connor, and I didn't intend for this at all. It just kind of happened.
I got added to a Facebook group called Connors Unite. It's literally just a bunch of people named Connor. That's it.
That's
Hmm.
amazing.
I was there for like a day. I was like, I don't really have anything in common with all of you except the name. Bye.
Oh
move.
boy.
Out of there. But yeah, please come watch me stream. I don't think I'll be doing one tonight, but I'm not too sure when this goes up. So I'll just say we stream Monday to Friday, usually about 8:30 to 9 p.m. till way too late. But yeah, come watch us. We play Monster Hunter and we scream a lot.
I
Not a
gotta
lot.
get shit, boy. Soon. I'm just
jumping.
starting Bloodborne, so.
Ooh, Bloodborne's great too.
Well, I've had a PS4 for a grand total of a week now, so.
Oh,
Well,
nice.
yeah, no, I don't have mine anymore, so I wish I could play Bloodborne. I have the collector's edition sitting on a shelf, but
Oh, fuck.
it just kind of sits there.
All right, well, that's it, everybody. And for when we sign off, if you haven't heard before, we like to give X-Men Apocalypse a good old fuck you. So, that being said, bye, everybody, and
goodbye.
fuck
X-Men Apocalypse.
Look, X-Men
Bye.
Apocalypse.
Bye, everybody.
Fuck.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
No one's ever joined me in that, so we really connected there.